Who would be the audience for your media product?
The age range would be 13 to 18-year-olds, as we're basing it on the genre of fantasy and romance. With our media product, films such as Twilight helped us to gain ideas, as well as the book called Hush Hush.
We think that more teenage age range will prefer our film as opposed to older people, because it's more of like a drama that younger people will enjoy more, because it's just more entertaining. Like Twilight, it was very popular with the age range of like 14-year-olds to like 19-year-olds. It was a global success worldwide. Although there were like older people that enjoyed the film too, it was mostly girls between the ages of 14 and 19.
How does your media product represent particular social groups?
The cast is made up of 16 to 17-year-olds, teenagers evidently. The party scene, most of the teenagers have their hoods up, and this is a common stereotype to older people, as they see teenagers of this age, of this stereotype, as they just like to cause violence and crime.
However, this is another perception is the younger generation's view. They don't see it as them trying to like start violence or just cause trouble, but like more towards the fact that they are just young and they're trying to enjoy their time. So that's a perception given by young people for this matter. But the perception of the older generation thinking that it's about violence. The next scene where the young girl gets beaten up, you can see the stereotype coming to form.
Looking back at the preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full product?
We learned about the importance of continuity, which is basically doing like one shot and then the shot straight after in a different angle, but it still makes sense. So say in our preliminary task, we had Josh filming me walking to the door, and then we had a shot of me opening the door, but this time we had cut it so that I was opening the door and the camera was in front of me. We also learned how to use sound effectively. We added rain, heavy rain, to suit the mood, and we edited it into a clear narrative.
We learned the importance of the 180-degree rule, which is where the camera stayed on one side of the imaginary line. So basically, if you have two tables, the camera will stay face opposite, so the two tables are in view, so you're not zooming in or out. We also used a preliminary task to shoot and to use trial and error to see how many different shots and angles we could fit into one piece of filming.
How did you attract or address your audience?
We used several methods to attract our audience. The first one was by using posters. We'd advertise it by sticking the posters around, say, the school or workplaces, to obviously let people know about the film. We also used like a BlackBerry barcode. This also helped to run competitions, to advertise the film before it came out, so people knew about it, so they would obviously want to see it. We also had websites, so people could go through the website and look what the film's about.
We decided to use the Batman idea of their website, where it was the Joker's desk, and this gave like several clues, because no one actually knew who was going to play the Joker. It was a cause of suspicion, so they just had little clues and little like newspaper articles and just things you can click on. We decided to use this idea as well and develop it. So to suit our film. So we decided to like make it so it's Ethan's, one of the main characters, his desk, and this will have pictures of Summer, as in the main character Summer, and it'll have like pictures and like notes and little cutouts of like her schoolwork, and just make it look as conspicuous as possible, so you'd want to find out what's actually going on.
You don't talk about angel things, making
And another idea we had was to get models walking around like at times where there's our target audience is going to be like shopping, so like on a Saturday, like 3 p.m. to like 5 p.m. have like models walking around and with like angel wings on their back, and they'd be giving out leaflets about the film, and then you can ask questions or get your photo taken with them, whatever you desire.
What have you learnt about technologies in the process of constructing this product?
Well, I learned how to edit it like properly. Like I used iMovie, GarageBand, and iPhoto to incorporate all of them together. So there was like, I used iMovie to edit the actual picture, but then when I was done, I used GarageBand to add sound and like sound effects, and also like music, because there was like a party scene, and like that was there was diagenic and non-diagenic sound, and it just, you could tell which one was which.
We also became much more efficient on the camera. We learned how to keep it in focus and to make sure we check every time we shoot, as sometimes when we did it, it came out of focus. And then we also learned how to use the dolly, which helped show different variety of shots, how to zoom in, tracking shots, and yeah.
In what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real-life media products?
We also used opening to help introduce narrative. We used a voiceover from Summer, and that helped give an idea of the rest of the film. It also helped establish the genre of the film, as she was at a party with teenagers, and
Basically, we didn't develop or challenge any of the forms, like. And if we could do the film again, that's something that we would focus on, to challenge like forms of like a real life movie. That's just one disadvantage of what we could have changed, criticism.